offers new life for all of us. And as we look here this morning, I love the thought of the security in Jesus Christ. How that he was perfectly secure in his relationship with his Father. Here he was facing death very, very soon. And yet we read here in verse loud voice, Father, into your hands I commit my spirit. And when he had said, has provided for you and kept you. You know, the Bible says that precious in the sight of the Lord is the death. I believe that God is faithful to his people all the way to death. I have watched over the years as individuals who have struggled, and the struggle has brought about in their lives a peace with God. I have watched as they have gained assurance with them all of their days. You who are here, you know that I refer to this every once in a while. I love to look over my life and see where God has been. One of the things that you and we have that is very, very private and very personal to us is our fingerprints. My understanding of fingerprints is that nobody has fingerprints just like mine. That God, our hand to have a print. And that print is tailor-made for us. This morning, as we think about those things, the Bible says that we are fearfully and wonderfully made, and that we are made in the image of God. And so if we have fingerprints, evidently God must have some kind of fingerprint as well. And I think about that all the time. How that I see God's fingerprints all over my life. At every moment, I see God's fingerprints. I see his hand on my life. I was not just plucked out of space somewhere and put into this life, but God had a plan and had a fashion for my existence. He had a plan for my parents. He had a plan for my schooling. He had a plan where I would grow up. He had a plan all about me. He had plans for my friends. Now, some of them weren't as good as I would like to have chosen, and they didn't always lead me in the direction that he would have chosen. And yet, he brings us through, doesn't he? He has a way of working in our heart and in our life that brings him glory.